This is really interesting. This is the press release that BP announced the merger of these various plea agreements that they entered into from the Texas City and the Prudhoe Bay. And this was the BP America chairman and President Bob Malone, and they recognize that they've made mistakes in the past, they apologize, and they promise that they have turned the page. They're going to be a good, high-standing, upfront corporate citizen going forward, and they have progressed since the violations, and they're on the right path. And that was in October of 2007. Okay, so there are so many problems involving this rig and deep water drilling. So regulations require that drilling rig inspections happen every month. But Deepwater Horizon was inspected only 6 times in 2008. And since January of 2005, it missed 16 inspections. Why? I don't know. We need to figure that out. And then the other thing is the Coast Guard, at least it has traditionally, allowed the industry to choose and pay private inspectors directly when they're in foreign waters. And so these private inspectors assess compliance with standards that they frequently write. And so there's such a, the relationship among the inspectors, the Coast Guard, and the oil companies is just so tight, and it really does encourage everybody sort of turning a blind eye and trying to make everybody work together cooperatively instead of safely for the environment and for the people who depend on a safe environment. There was an audit in 2007 done of the Deepwater Horizon. The equipment was found 6 months overdue for maintenance. Some of it was deemed safety critical. Why was it approved for 5 years when it had found all these safety critical problems? They didn't check the Deepwater Horizon's emergency disconnect source during the 2007 audit either. This is some of the real regulatory shortcomings of MMS. They skipped approximately 1/3 of the required inspections in the 28 months leading up to the explosion. They didn't mandate backup systems to the blowout protector, as we all know. The inspections failed to mention the repeated gas kicks in the system. 3 weeks before the explosion, MMS reported that the BOP was functioning properly when we've heard a lot of evidence that there was shearing of the annular. We don't know exactly the timing of that. Maybe this inspection happened right before, maybe it didn't. Maybe this inspection really never happened and it was just a paper inspection that never really occurred. Then there's all that information that we've all read about, how MMS, in the days right before the explosion, BP is calling it, asking for modifications to their permit, and the answers are coming back in like 6 minutes from MMS saying, okay, make that change, make that change. There's really no knowledge that, or no information yet that BP was actually producing any meaningful information to MMS before it made those decisions, okay, go ahead and make these changes. I thought it was kind of interesting that the 2007 EIS for this rig had the worst case potential spill would not reach shore. Interesting. I don't know how they could think that. And it would dissipate within 10 days and would total less than 5,000 barrels.